Well, so I headed empty to Pittsburgh, PA. Here you see me crossing the Peace Bridge between Fort Erie, Ontario and Buffalo, New York. The weather was pretty good and the water looked nice on both sides of the bridge. But there was some delay. There were lots of trucks, as you'll see in a second. I like this bridge, how it shows on camera. And to the right, unfortunately the cam does not catch that, but you can see the buildings of the downtown Buffalo. Actually, yeah, far away to the right you can still see them, but they'll probably be too small. I think I spent like half an hour there. And this is me driving back in a very dense traffic. This is already Toronto when I'm loaded, trying to pass through the big city on the way to my delivery in Courtice, Ontario. This is Highway 401 in Toronto, Ontario, near the airport. This is the junction of 401 and 427. 8:11 a.m. There was a sign earlier before it said right lane is blocked. Paramedics. I see a tractor trailer and two cars. Probably kind of like a chain collision. And the guy is very sad, the driver. Oh, he's riding a rail transport. Got into trouble. Of patience. I'm near Bowmansville, Ontario, and this is what I brought. This is water treatment, kind of a micro plant. Basically makes clean water, and it was pretty difficult to secure this stuff because it's all wrapped. It was very difficult to, you know, thread the chains. And these things, they're so light, you know, they're some kind of tanks, and it's almost impossible to secure them properly because the thing starts, you know, buckling. They're very soft. So that's, I hate, you know, see, like even here, like very small strap, right? This is 2-inch strap. Check out the shape of the tank. It's already bending, but I mean, this is the last item, right? So I wanted to make sure that it's properly secured. But if you remember last time I did a video, right, I was in related to trucking. I was in Quebec trying to find something, but I needed to go through Toronto because I had to pick up my passport that was in my car, and that's the only thing I found. I found this load near Pittsburgh, PA. So I drove empty all the way from La Dorne, or what one guy said you should pronounce it La Dorée, whatever. It's written in English, right? Lador, right? Lador, Quebec. And I drove down there to Trois-Rivières, Troy Rivers, right? And then from there just drove to Cambridge and just shut down there for a couple of days. And now what I'm trying to do, today is Wednesday, and so far I only did one load for this week. So I don't know, I need to find something like really fast. I need to find something either today or that loads tomorrow, so that at least I can do another load, you know, by the end of the week. Otherwise it's not enough money. I've been doing too much deadhead. But the good news is that if I left from Cambridge and went to Pittsburgh to pick up this load, it would make a lot of sense, because it pays like $5 per mile, you know, on loaded miles, and it's a pretty short trip from Pittsburgh to Bowmansville here. So it was a good load, just that there was too much deadhead in Quebec there. So now I just need to find something like this. If I can find a load like this somewhere in US, for example, hey, I'll just go empty again and pick it up and bring it back, because it's the same as getting a cheap load that pays, you know, $2.25 per mile, like when I can go into US and get a load that pays $4 per mile, you know, then the same thing. Just you're light, half of the time you're light, right? So I mean, you empty, so you burn much less fuel. Like, good thing about this load is that it weighs only 6,000 pounds, so I did very well on fuel. So we'll see what happens today. I haven't checked the load board yet. I just waiting for the guys to show up that gonna unload me, and they said don't take the straps off because we don't know if we're gonna unload you here at the storage area or want some of these pieces inside there. See, there's where the cranes are, the construction. So, oh, I think they're calling me now.